But then we have the Christmas tide, the Yuletide carols, the 12 days of Christmas. This is where the song comes from. And that goes from Christmas Day to the Epiphany, which is on January the 6th, or now moved to the nearest Sunday, but it's always January 6th. And the Epiphany is so important because that's a manifestation. It's where Christ manifested to the Magi, the three kings, the shepherds, the Jewish shepherds, and we have a theophany, which is a revelation of Christ. But did you guys hear that Christmas tradition that goes way back of the 12 gifts of Christmas? We know about the partridge and the two turtle doves and the three French hens, but actually, the tradition on that is Catholic. It goes back to England, and they say instead of the 12 drummers drumming, it was the 12 points of our faith in the Apostles' Creed. Instead of the 11 pipers piping, it was the 11 faithful disciples or apostles after Judas left. The 10 lords a leaping were really to remember the 10 commandments. The nine ladies dancing were really to remember the nine fruits of the Holy Spirit. The eight maids a milking were to remember the eight beatitudes. The seven swans a swimming were to remember the seven sacraments. The six geese a laying were to remember the 6 days of creation before God rested. The five golden rings were to remember the first five books of the Old Testament, the Torah, the Pentateuch. The four calling birds were the four gospels, the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The three French hens represented the three members of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The two turtle doves represented the two testaments, the Old and the New. And finally, the partridge in a pear tree was Father Heilmann there resting in his teaching chair. No, no, no. It was partridge in the pear tree is Jesus Christ on the tree of
Wow.
sacrifice, the one and only, the one who fulfills your true love. So, really fun and kind of interesting stuff, wouldn't you say? We all know Christmas, Christ Mass. When you say Merry Christmas, you're really wishing someone a good Mass of Christ. And obviously on December 25th. So, and then Happy Holidays is really holy days. So these are things we all know. But what are some of the things maybe we don't know that I think are very fascinating? I've touched briefly that, we think that after Thanksgiving is the time to put up our Christmas decorations. And no, Advent is a time of waiting. And, Advent ends and then Christmas begins on Christmas Eve. And that's where it begins. And so the first part of Christmas is called the Christmas octave. And that is the 8 days from the 25th to the 1st. And that's really proper Christmas, those 8 days. So we celebrate the bookends, Christmas, but what's January 1st? Mary, the Mother of God. And so we can't separate the birth of Jesus from his mother. And so these 8 days are Christmas proper. And that's where January 1st was always the circumcision. People don't know this, but now it's Mary, the Mother of God. This is the proper feast of Christmas, these 8 days.